Floyd Money Mayweather blasts Canelo Alvarez. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working now. I really didn't even want to make this video because I don't think it's going anywhere. And I'm just making it for the fans. I know it's a hot topic, so you know how we talk about the latest and greatest on my channel. So it's probably not going to be too long. Floyd Mayweather on his verified page claps back at Canelo Alvarez. I was born ready. This is what he had to say. Hashtag TBT, which stands for Throwback Thursday. It didn't matter if Canelo ate his PED steak, PEDs. It didn't matter if he ate that PED steak or not this night. This was by far the easiest fight of my career. Conor McQuitter, he was a way better fighter than Canelo's cheating ass, and I beat the brakes off him too. It takes me 36 minutes or less to see and make $300 million plus. It literally takes me one night and one fight to make what you might make it 5 years and 11 fights. So really, who's still winning? You do the math, right? Got people feeling all types of different ways. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because, you know, I don't think it's going to lead anywhere. Yes, Canelo signed a groundbreaking deal. Everybody's happy. You know, Golden Boy should be happy. Canelo's definitely happy. Fans are happy to see, you know, what this could be. You know, who's Canelo going to fight instead of paying pay-per-views for every Canelo fight. You know, DAZN fronted the money, put up a big bank, you know, to see Canelo on their network or on their streaming app or whatever. And, you know, we're going to see how it all plays out, who he fights, see if it's worth it, if DAZN ends up, you know, coming out and making a groundbreaking streaming app or whatnot. But a lot of people aren't telling the story right. You know, a lot of people, you know, talking about this on Instagram or whatnot, and they're like, oh, Floyd's hating, Floyd's just salty. Yeah. Like, what? Like, I really question the intelligence of some of the boxing fans, you know, because it seems like everything they say, there's no receipts, you know, nothing is based on like anything factual. You know, they don't every time, and I'm going to do a live stream about this and we could talk about it again. But from my understanding of the game and the situation, Floyd Mayweather is undefeated in 50 fights. Canelo has probably over 50 fights now, and he arguably has some losses in there, but he definitely has a loss to Mayweather. So what would Floyd be jealous about? You know, Floyd has made more money than Canelo. They both fought last year on pay-per-view, and Mayweather versus McGregor, which wasn't even a boxer, made more money and did higher live gate and did higher viewership. It did like 4.4 million pay-per-view buys, whereas the Canelo versus Golovkin did 1.4 or something like that, right? And that wasn't Canelo Golovkin it didn't even do the buyership that Canelo and Floyd did. So, you know, I just feel like you got to make sense. People were saying stupid comments like, oh yeah, where was Floyd when he was 28? He wasn't getting 365 million. But what does that matter? Who cares? He's getting it now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, really what he's saying, I don't know about the PED shit, you know, that clenbuterol is whatever. And that's another thing. I'll talk about that live. But he does make, like, what he's saying actually holds weight. He got 100 million guaranteed to fight Pacquiao and to fight Conor McGregor. He got right around that in terms of a guarantee. You get what I'm saying? So between those two fights, he did make more than Canelo's making in 11 fights. I mean, that's factual things you could trace back. You know, not to mention his fights with De La Hoya, his fight with Canelo. He has other lucrative fights that weren't, you know, as big as the Pacquiao fight, as big as the McGregor earnings. But, you know, he still has the Hatton fight, Mosley. So bottom line is Cotto, you know, he made his money in this game. And we all know that. He's talking about fighting Khabib, whether people hate or not. I don't think it'll be as big as Conor McGregor fight because Conor is a better showman, better talker, but he'll be able to get buys from casuals, if anything else, and just people who are curious and want something to do. This is the same old story. So I don't get this whole like, oh, Floyd's jealous because when he was 28, he wasn't making it. He wasn't 28 making this. That's cool. But, at the end of the day, he's making it now. And he beat Canelo. And he beat Oscar De La Hoya, who I got to do another video about what Oscar said. So I don't get this whole thing. And beyond all of that, Floyd Mayweather is rebuttaling his name being brought up from De La Hoya, from Canelo. Canelo signed this DAZN deal. Everybody was excited. And out of nowhere, you see interview. Go to DAZN's YouTube. Out of nowhere, Canelo keeps talking about fighting Mayweather in a rematch, which to me, I told you, I didn't even want to spend too much time on that because it doesn't seem likely. Is Floyd going to abandon his ties to Showtime? And, they've been looking out for him and made some good money with him in the Pacquiao fight, the McGregor fight. He's just going to leave them and go fight on the app just because Canelo got all this money. Plus, why would he come to 160 and give anything? Why would what's the point of beating somebody if you have to cower down to their demands? You have to fight on their terms. That makes no sense. So I don't really see a rematch happening because, Floyd would call the shots if they did because he beat Canelo already. Canelo's the one, he's talking about, oh, I got a thorn in my side and I want to remove the thorn. Then you got to make the consolidate. You got to make the concessions, if you have the thorn, it doesn't even make sense. So for that reason, we don't know if Canelo could even drop down below 160. He's going to 168, i.e., I don't think these two are going to rematch. You think Mayweather's going to go up to 68 because Canelo went up there? You think Mayweather's going to come up to 60? He owes nothing to Canelo. So, to me, it's just dead air to even talk about the two rematching. Floyd is not the biggest welterweight, and he already beat Canelo. So, therefore, he would be the A side. He has bigger numbers, even with Canelo's deal. Canelo has it. He doesn't have $365 million in his bank right now, or at least from DAZN, he doesn't. You get what I'm saying? So, all this stuff is just, people are going to be all passionate and radical, and then the racists are going to come out and stuff like that. We know, we get it, but I don't really have nothing else to say about the matter. But what he is saying, I don't know about the PED, but we do know Canelo did fail two drug tests this year, and it's funny because when that happened, people were saying how Canelo was bad for the sport and I hope Golovkin knocks him out. Now he does this groundbreaking deal and everybody's on Canelo's dick. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's on his nuts. I've always liked Canelo. I've always gave him props for his style, but also constructive criticism when need be. So it's just funny to see all the turncoat shapeshifters and all that. But what Floyd is saying is provable fact in terms of he's made money and made a killing in this game. We all know that. And he didn't have to fight 11 fights and fight on a brand new streaming app and all this stuff for 5 years. He's making crazy dough just in the Pacquiao fight. That's the highest grossing boxing fight ever. And then the Conor McGregor's just behind that. So he still holds the records. Let's see what Canelo does with DAZN and see if Canelo can break that and, do the equivalent to 4.4 million, pay-per-view buys on this streaming app, and you damn sure not going to do it with Rocky Fielding. I mean, these are just pretty easy to decipher facts. Let me know what you guys think. That's Floyd's response. The last thing is this. People are mistaken as to why this even happened. People are like, oh, Floyd's salty, because they don't familiarize themselves with what's going on in boxing. Floyd didn't say nothing about Canelo. If you recall, Floyd has actually given praise to Canelo. Like, oh, he's a good fighter. I pick him to beat Triple G. Triple G ain't got no special effects. Canelo, he's the future. So actually, Canelo has been praised by Floyd Mayweather as being a good fight. It's Canelo talk about, I got a thorn and I want to do the rematch. And then I think what the ultimate thing, which people that's why I said people aren't telling the story right. There was a headline and it says, Canelo says, I want to rematch Mayweather. If you're coming back to the sport, stop ruining the sport, rematch me. Which again, sounds like clout chasing because is Floyd Mayweather the A side? If Canelo is exclusive to DAZN and Mayweather already beat Canelo's ass and he's the A side, then how would Canelo be able to dictate? And you come up to my weight at 160, where I'm comfortable, where I'm big, where I'm fresh, where I'm young, where I'm going to rehydrate and outweigh you. You know, you come to my app because they gave me all this money. Yeah, how does he call those shots? You get what I'm saying? So it's clout chasing. This shit, I don't really see it happening. And I think that's what set it off, is when he said stop ruining the sport of boxing, you know. So that's why Floyd fired back. People keep saying Floyd's salty because, you know, as if Canelo was just brought up by Floyd for no reason. No, Canelo was shooting his shot and dissing Floyd, so he respond. You know, this is what they always do, especially to black people, black fighters, is the moment you respond, you the villain, you know? So someone can egg you on, but then when you swing on them, you get sued, you know? Same, it's what we see in society, you know, oftentimes. So Canelo could bring up Mayweather all day, you know, and say whatever, say, oh, he's a thorn, I'll beat his ass now, and, you know, he's ruining boxing, come back and fight me, stuff that we don't think will happen, stuff that he don't have the luxury of dictating terms. And then when Mayweather responds to criticism or to the insults hurled at him, then, you know, oh, Floyd's salty, you know, same old. That's why I don't even want to get involved in this, because I already know where it's coming from. I already understand the energy, you know, and it's really a waste of time. And the thing is, I don't care what y'all put in the comment section, you know, because it's not going to sway me. I know I've been doing this sport too long. Like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers were saying Canelo was a cheat and needs to be banned and needed longer than a 6-month suspension. And now all these motherfuckers miraculously, yeah, viva Canelo, and you know, repping Canelo because he got this monster money, you know. But why weren't you on his side when he needed you? You know, when things weren't looking great for him, when he did have this black cloud of clenbuterol over it, you know, just a bunch of fake shit. So miss me with it. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.